So hi and welcome back to my channel as I'm starting to lay out July. This month I decided not to do a review of June just because I've been kind of sick and I actually haven't filled in some for June yet. I will go back in and fill that in later. As you can see, I'm just going ahead and starting my monthly layout here. And we had a special friend walk over a little while ago. Special guest fluffy white kitty Melville, who oversaw this whole process. Anyway, so I was again using my circle and angle maker by Helix, which is just a fun little swirly tool to do circles. And I decided for my markers this month to actually use some Crayola markers that I had, in part just because I decided to try a brighter jewel tone theme, and those markers matched. So here I am using the circle maker again, planning out my mood mandala for July. Basically I just made as many little circles with that as possible and decided to build on it. In part because of that open space in the middle, I didn't know exactly how many layers each one would take. And I have been enjoying going through and drawing the whole mandala, not necessarily trying to make each day, an equivalent size. So yeah, I'm going at this a little more wobbly than I would like, but it is what it is. So here you go. So I actually use the same Crayola markers for the most part, with 2 additions to plan for my colors, for my moods. It's going to be interesting to see how that works with some of the smaller spaces and the fat tip markers, but we'll see. So over on the left, I'm actually working out an idea, again inspired by Cara from Bohoberry, to incorporate a tracker with phases of the moon and some other stuff. But because I was working on this as I went, I kept drawing and erasing and drawing and erasing, which got a little old. Definitely, was not so great for my paper. So in this, I ended up tracking of course, the day of the month, the phase of the moon, my cycle, being up by 5:15 in the morning, because I have been trying to get up and go to the gym before work. Sleeping 8 hours, because yes, I am one of those people who needs at least 8 hours of sleep. And then if I'm feeling especially groggy, just to kind of help clear up the mood mandala some about the tiredness. And if I have a headache, and at the very top with those little diagonal lines, whether I took allergy medicine and a supplement as well. So the nice thing here, I'm drawing in a few more lines to do a little bitty mandala inside of this tracker. I kind of like that I've simplified down some of the things I'm tracking, and I hope that this works throughout the month, to kind of go with that. Oh yeah, and Wheel of Health. It just was fun to have wheel instead of circle or tracker. So I also decided to go with a cactus for July. I did not go into July having a great idea for theme, but somehow it worked with the bright colors, to have a cactus and fun deserty colors. This cactus sketch is based off of Ink by Jing's tutorial on drawing a potted succulent with a little flower on the top. Yeah, so I penciled that in, of course still going over it with the Pitt pen. In a moment you will see me pull up some watercolors and do some light watercolor. Oh, yeah, before that I actually did marker. Again, with the same colors you see I'm referencing in the back. Crayola Super Tips. The yellow there is a cheap kind of Tumbo knockoff I found by Marvy. Then we add some watercolors, and I tried to just keep this in really light washes so the paper didn't buckle too much. I think this was a Daniel Smith Appetite green. Don't remember the name of the green. Anyway, yeah, I like the way the green turned out and kind of balanced this some. And of course, I decided that my little mandala on the Wheel of Health needed some color to just make it happier a little sooner. I'm using the colors from the Mood mandala on the page across just to kind of keep it coordinated, maybe keep it kind of happy and bright. And as you'll see in a minute, I actually go in and assign colors for each of the labels too. I'm not sure how that will actually work out throughout the month, but right now I like the idea of it. So anyway, this is wrapping it up for July. I'm excited to start July in this new tracker, which is awesome. And I look forward to seeing what you all do for your July setups and where we end up at the end of another month. So until then, enjoy!